Hello everybody. Today I am discuss about the subject Java. Topic name exception handling. Understanding exceptions. Exception in programming are unexpected events that normal flow of a program. They can occur due to various reasons such as the invalid user input or system errors. Handling exception effectively is crucial for creating robust and reliable software. Types of exceptions. There are three types: checked exceptions, unchecked exceptions, errors. Checked exceptions. These are the exceptions that are checked at compile time. Programmers are obliged to handle these exceptions. Unchecked exceptions, also known as a runtime exception, these are not checked at compile time and are typically caused by programming errors. These are not considered exception but represent abnormal conditions that are not expected to occur under abnormal circumstances. Exception handling in programming languages: Java, Python, C++. Java uses the try, catch, and finally blocks to handle exceptions. Python employs the try except block for exception handling and errors management. C++ uses the try, catch, and throw keywords for exception handling. Try, catch blocks. Try, catch block, finally block. Try block encloses the code that might generate exceptions. Catch block execute if an exception occur in the try block. Final block contains code that will be executed regardless of whether an exception is thrown. Throwing and catching exceptions. Throwing exceptions. Developers can create custom exception and trigger them using the throw keyword. Catching exceptions. Programmers can catch and handle exception using the appropriate catch blocks to maintain program stability. Exception propagation. Propagation upward, exception passing, top level exception handling. Propagation upward. When an exception is not handled at the point where it occurred, it propagates up through the calling hierarchy. Exception passing. Errors can pass and processed at different levels of the application, allowing for targeted exception handling. Top level exception handling. Highest level of exception handling ensure that no exception goes unhandled, promoting code resiliency. Best practices for exception handling. Clear error messages. Provide descriptive and actionable error messages to aid in troubleshooting and debugging. Log exceptions. Maintain logs of exception to track, analyze the occurrence for continuous improvement. Graceful degradation. Design system to gracefully handle exception, ensuring minimum disruption to the user experience. Example of exception handling in code: 500 lines of code, 99% exception coverage, 3K, it means 3000 exceptions processed. 500 lines of a code, an example. Demonstrating how a 500 line code base effectively manages exceptions. 99% exception coverage, an illustration of a code with exception handling coverage for 99% of potential errors. 3000 exception processed, handling of over 3000 exception in a complex software system, showcasing robust error management. Thank you for everyone.